This is WARZONEJONES. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little confused to why in the hell did TNA have all these segments. TNA today was TNS, total non-stop segments. Bottom line, there was at least 10 segments, at least 10. It was at least 10, and that don't make no sense. So on Monday, TNA, please, I don't even want to see half these segments. I don't even want to see half this much. As a matter of fact, if I see it, I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cut the TV off on you, and I'm serious. You better not see this many segments again. It don't make no sense. And you better have a lot more matches than this. Oh, by the way, this is my TNA review of this week's episode of TNA. This is WARZONEJONES. Anyways, first we start off with a segment. We started off with the segment. It was AJ Styles, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and the Biz. AJ Styles and Ric Flair, they come out basically doing what they've been doing so far, coming out with 4 beautiful ladies. And Ric Flair was saying that he wanted to apologize to Hulk Hogan. And I thought that was a little weird. I'm feeling, well, maybe he's trying to get out of this match. And he wasn't. He wasn't trying to get out of the match. And, he was just apologizing, trying to apologize to Ric Flair. He was trying to give Hulk Hogan his women. And Hulk Hogan basically, he declined it. And, they was talking trash to one another. Hulk Hogan had even said that, that basically said Ric Flair used Viagra, which he probably does. But, after a while, after all the trash talking was done, they left the ring, and then Eric Bischoff comes out, and he says that AJ Styles has to defend his title in a 4 corners match against Abyss, the Pope, and Desmond Wolf, who we finally get to see back on TV again, wrestling. So I was a little happy about that. I was excited about that match. Pretty good main event. Moving on to another segment, which I hate when they go from another segment, they show a commercial, then we ride back to another segment. I hate when they do that. But moving on, it was Jeff Jarrett and Eric Bischoff. It's basically that random stuff that Eric Bischoff does with Jeff Jarrett, trying to make his life a living hell. He assigns him as a janitor. He makes him a janitor, basically. So he makes him a janitor, trying to make his life a living hell. Moving on, after that we had a tag team match between Beer Money, Northern City Machine Guns, Generation Me, and Matt Morgan and Hernandez. Now this is a pretty good match. I'm only complaining about this that it was short. Should have been longer. Basically short so they could fit all these total non-stop segments, in the show. Which hey, I don't like. But the match was pretty good. Beer Money, they get the win. They had pinned Matt Morgan. Matt Morgan had basically, he got cocky during the match because he had took out like 4 guys. He double choke slam Generation Me. He had took out James Storm. And after a while, he was talking to Hernandez when Hernandez was outside the room. Then he turned around. Hernandez gave him a super kick. And then, he got rolled up by, the other guy, what is his name? Robert Roode. Excuse me, Robert Roode. Robert Roode is great. He got pinned and rolled up by Robert Roode, and that's how they lost. So, you can tell that Hernandez and, Matt Morgan, this tag team isn't going to last. Probably, they're probably going to lose the titles at Lockdown. Wouldn't surprise me. But moving on. Moving on to another segment. Jesus Christ, between Sean Morley and Eric Bischoff. Now, this is where, Bischoff constantly trying to make Jeff Jarrett life a living hell. He assigned Sean Morley to attack, basically, Jeff Jarrett, and he's going to put them in a false count anywhere match, a.k.a., as far as I'm concerned, a bathroom match, because that's what it was. They match took place during the bathroom. So he basically tells them to take the referee and to go beat up Jeff Jarrett. Moving on to another segment, and see, another segment don't make no sense. This segment is between Hulk Hogan and Kurt Angle. Now, Kurt Angle was basically trying to, take Hulk Hogan's spot. He was trying to talk Hulk Hogan to give him his spot, on Monday, when in their tag team match against against Ric Flair and AJ Styles. That's what he was trying to do. So I guess AJ, Kurt Angle was trying to hurt AJ, get back at AJ, basically trying to get revenge on AJ Styles. That's basically what Kurt Angle was trying to do. But Hulk Hogan said, he declined it. He wants to be the guy that goes in that ring. He wants to be the guy that takes care of AJ and Ric Flair. That's basically what had happened at the end. You know, they shook hands and Kurt Angle had left. But moving on to another segment with Mick Foley and some woman. You know, I don't want to really get into all this. I ain't got all this time. It's just some woman, Ric Flair. She basically trying to change Mick Foley, excuse me. Mick Foley and some woman. He's basically trying to, you know, this lady is basically trying to change Mick Foley's image, basically. She's just trying to change Mick Foley's image, the way he walks, the way he talks, the way he wears his hair. Moving on to the match I was talking about, the bathroom match, Falls Count Anywhere match between Sean Morley and Jeff Jarrett. Sean Morley wins. He wins this match. This wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. It really didn't sell well. Like, I don't think Jeff sold the moves well. He took a couple of door shots, you know, to the shoulder from Sean Morley. You know, he gets the pin. And, you know, this match, the match wasn't really that good, period. You know, the bathroom match, the Falls Count Anywhere match, and they only had it in the bathroom. It was a bathroom match, in my opinion. We're moving on to Doug Williams versus Rob Terry. Now, this match, Rob Terry looked pretty decent in this match. This is probably the best Rob Terry ever looked. I think Rob Terry is improving. Now, I'm not saying that he looked great. He looked okay. This is the best he ever looked. He did a little spin kick. You know, he did a little move that looked. He did a little spin kick that looked pretty good. But you know, Rob Terry versus Doug Williams. Rob Terry wins. You know, the match was short, which is understandable. You know, hey, it's Rob Terry. The match was short. Rob Terry wins. He just picked him up like spine buster. You know, gave him a spine buster slam. So the match, you know, the win comes out of nowhere. But after he won, Bruce Magnet comes in, attacks Rob Terry. They basically beat up on him, and you know, after that, you know, it was a commercial. After that, we came back to another segment. Christ, I'm gonna go crazy with all these segments. It was another segment between Jeff Jarrett and Bischoff. You know, Jeff Jarrett and Bischoff. Jeff Jarrett making Bischoff making Jeff Jarrett life a living hell. He basically told him, well, hey, I'm gonna put you in a match between him and Tomko, basically. Well, he didn't say Tomko, but, you know, that's what it was. We're moving on to that later, because I don't want to get into that segment. But the funniest segment is the next segment between Ken Anderson and Kurt Angle. This segment was funny in my opinion. Ken Anderson came out dressed like Kurt Angle. He had a ball cap. He had his tights. He had, like, this tray that said loser on it. It was supposed to be Kurt Angle, like his big dog tag, basically mocking the dog tag in the shoulders, you know, just mocking him, and it was funny. It was really funny. You know, after a while, when he was mocking him, Kurt Angle came out. You know, he started to beat up on him, and then after a while, you know, Kennedy, you know, he grabbed like this fan's beer and threw it in Kurt Angle's face, and he got the upper hand on him, and you know, and he beat him down. So moving on to you know, it was Hogan and another segment. Jesus Christ, it was another segment. It was a Hogan and Abyss segment. You know how those segments are. Those segments are cheese. I'm not even gonna go on to it. It's just a segment. And I'm tired of. Then we move on to Angelina Love and you know, the stuff she doing with the beautiful people. She had got attacked when she had a photo shoot, and then later on she challenges Velvet Sky. She calls her out and she beats her up. She smashes her. Bottom line, she beats her up. She smashed her, and as Angelina Love smashes Velvet Sky, you know, the beautiful people came out and they jumped her. That's it in a nutshell for that one. Then we move on. It was Jeff Jarrett versus Tomko. Jeff Jarrett versus Tomko. The match was okay. It was like Tomko gained some weight, by the way. Jeff Jarrett gets the win, and you know, Jeff Jarrett wins, and Eric Bischoff was basically angry. He was upset, but you know, it looked like Tomko really gained some weight, you know, since he had left from before. Then next was the match, the Four Corners match. Abyss, AJ, the Pope, Jeff Jarrett. I ain't got much time left, so I'll explain this match, you know, really quick. But you know, this match wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. But it was okay. It was passable. It was watchable. It wasn't as good as it was going to be. But, you know, AJ won. He retained his title. He had a finger for a leg lock on the Pope. And, you know, the Pope ankle was hurt. So he had this lock on him. He won by submission, I would guess. But even though he didn't tap out. The referee just stopped the match. He didn't pass out. The Pope didn't pass out. He didn't tap out. You know, as he had a leg lock on him, but, you know, the referee just stopped the match because, you know, he can't defend himself or something like that. I'm guessing that's why he did it. But that's TNA, that's my review. Well, after the match, no, After the match, after he had won the match, they jumped on the Pope, him, Ric Flair, AJ, and Nigel McGuinness, Desmond Wolfe. They jumped on there. Hogan comes out and he basically smashed Ric Flair with that barbed wire bat. Like he cut him open bad. Like it really does look like he cut him open with that barbed wire bat. But that's my review. This is Warzone Jones. TNA, stop all these total non-stop segments. I am serious. That will make no sense. You have like 4 matches. So this is Warzone Jones. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. That's my TNA review of today's episode. I'm out.